Alright, in this video I'm going to do a brief review of McDonald's third quarter fiscal 2022 results, so let's get right into it. Digital enhancements fueling growth is the major theme of McDonald's most recent quarter. Still, overall revenue decreased by 5% in Q3 from the same quarter last year. However, if we were to exclude the impacts of currency fluctuations, revenue would have grown 2%. The reason why currency impacted revenue growth was because the US dollar appreciated against other currencies in the world. And so when that happens, that negatively impacts McDonald's revenues. And so for that reason, overall revenue decreased by 5%. But if we excluded those currency changes, revenue would have been up by 2% in the quarter. Earnings per share of $2.68 was down 6% from the same quarter last year. And the major factor here is rising inflation, rising cost of goods, transportation, and of course McDonald's is having to pay higher wages to get employees in the door, and so that's causing higher costs of goods sold. On a positive note, comparable restaurant sales increased by 9.5% for McDonald's. That means that restaurants that were open for at least 12 months were experiencing revenue growth of 9.5%. And this was positive both in domestic restaurants and international restaurants. Still, the impacts from closures and lockdowns and restrictive policies, restrictive COVID policies in China hurt McDonald's revenue growth in that region. But despite that, McDonald's was able to deliver comp sales growth of 9.5%. The way McDonald's is dealing with these rising cost pressures is by increasing menu prices to offset that pressure. McDonald's has increased prices in different ways, maybe tweaking the value menu, removing some special promotions, and adding different sizes, and it's got a lot of flexibility in how it can increase prices, and so it was able to flex that power in this most recent quarter to offset the inflationary pressure. Most impressively was digital system-wide sales reached 7 billion and now encompass over 33% of net sales in McDonald's 6 top regions in the most recent quarter. These are sales through its app, drive-through, or digital kiosks. And this is a big deal for McDonald's because, for one, it expands its sales geography, right? So if you can imagine, one of the ways people order McDonald's now is through third-party food delivery aggregators like DoorDash and Uber Eats. Because now, if you cannot drive to a McDonald's or if you cannot walk to a McDonald's, you can order McDonald's for delivery. And so that expands the region, the geography of each McDonald's restaurant. It could reach a wider population with each location, and so that's a big deal for McDonald's top line revenue growth. It also helps McDonald's on the bottom line because an app doesn't require an hourly wage, right? You don't have to pay the app an hourly wage to take orders, process payments, create listen to a customer, ask questions, and all of that. The app can do all that for you, so that relieves some of these wage pressures that McDonald's is facing if people are ordering through the app or through digital kiosks instead of going up to a McDonald's employee and placing the order up with an employee. So that's a big deal on both the top and bottom line for McDonald's. Investors would like to see this growth continue in digital sales. That's good news for investors going forward. And finally, McDonald's increased its quarterly dividend payment by 10% to $1.52 per share. That means investors in McDonald's stock will be getting a dividend per year over $6 going forward from now on. So if you are interested in generating passive income, if you're a passive income investor looking for dividends, McDonald's offers a healthy dividend, and because of its quality earnings per share growth and quality earnings per share, it's able to increase its dividends payments over time, like we saw here with a 10% increase in its dividend payment to $1.52 per share. So that's all I've got for this McDonald's earnings update. Thank you for watching, and tune in next time for my next update. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for all investors of all skill sets and risk levels. So I'm proud to partner with the Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beaten the market by more than 3 times. Go to fool.com/parkev to get your 10 stock picks now.